Recording in progress.
Good evening or good afternoon, wherever you are. Shalom, in general, that's the simplest, to say shalom to everyone. Here we are. So we want to talk about hearing and seeing in our parsha. And the main thing we want to see already is Mashiach. We want to see Mashiach with us here. And we want to connect it with Ekev, with a heel. That the parsha is talking about Ekev tishme'un. We listen with the heel. How can we listen with our heels, and how can we use it for praising Hashem? Let's start with a dance for Simchas Torah. That I feel like it's a very moving dance. Let's go. A lot of stamina, a lot of simcha. The parsha is starting with listening. If you listen to whatever I tell you, but lishmoa in Hebrew is more than just to hear something. When you really listen to something, you understand it. You bring it into yourself and you understand it. You how do you call it? Internalize it. Okay, and vaya Ekev tishme'un, we're supposed to really absorb everything. It's supposed to go in all the way to our heel. And it's supposed to heal us. And since we are the 7 weeks of Nechama, everything we do should be connected with consolation, with hearing the consolation. Hashem is talking to us, trying to console us after the Chuban, and telling us Geula is coming very soon. We know that there's a difference between an angel and a yid, and a person. The angels are called omdim, standing still. And the yidden are called mehelachim, walking. Why? Because angels stay at the same level forever and ever. They're above time. But they're always on a steady level. There's no development. There's no change. Everything is always the same. But we might fall down. That's one side of the story. But on the other hand, we climb. We keep climbing. We keep climbing from step to step. Because everything we learn, we're trying to be better. How did the Rebbe say, who was a chassid of me? The Rebbe is trying to make the world today better than it was yesterday. You know, if you're trying to make the world a little better than what it was yesterday, you're my chassid. You know, we're going on, we're climbing. We're going from step to step. There's a pasuk about that. Yilchu michayil el chayil, go from strength to strength. Yirei Elokim etzion. It's also a song, can be for walking and dancing. I love doing it. Yilchu michayil el chayil, yilchu michayil el chayil. with walking. And then the psukim that end this part is, look, Hashem, you should see, and you should face Mashiach. You should have a sight of Mashiach. You want to see the face of Mashiach already. So we have walking, which connected with the heel, and we have sight. So there's a lot of psukim in the parsha. They're talking about vision, about seeing, and about hearing. We have the famous part of Shema Yisrael, V'haya im Shamoa. If you're going to listen to Hashem, then everything is going to be good. And you're going to get, L'man yirbu imechem ala adama, Asher nishba Hashem l'avtechem, on the land. We also have beautiful psukim about the land. There's a pasuk that I think you can hear and see in the same pasuk. It's this pasuk talking that Hashem Elokecha miviacha l'eretz tova. It's Perek Zayin, Pasuk Tet Zayin? No, Pasuk Yutet, where are ye? No, it's the second, Perek Chet. Pasuk Zayin. Ki Hashem Elokecha miviacha. Hashem is bringing you to this wonderful land. Eretz Tova, Eretz Nachalei Mayim, a land of rivers and springs. You can hear that, the water flowing. עיינות ותאומות יוצאים בבקעה ובהר, ארץ חיטה ושעורה וגפן תאנה. You can see the beautiful fruit. So we have both sight and sound here. And there's a beautiful nigun by Rav Yitzchak Ginsburg that he didn't write it on that, but Dadi Ben Ami, David Rafael Ben Ami, zichrono livracha, he put words on it. He put this pasuk on the beautiful nigun by Rav Ginsburg. What else do we have with sight and hearing? We have a hint for a song. Hashem mentions that, Moshe mentions the story that, we saw all kind of big miracles in the desert. Watch out that you don't forget everything, because you should remember that Hashem took you in the desert where there's a place of terrible snakes and scorpions and such thirst, but he brought you water out of the rock. So you remember the Ala Selahach? A dance nigun. So how is dance connected? So we already mentioned that we have to absorb and listen to whatever Hashem says and get this connection with Hashem all the way down to our heels. I think in the Tanya, not many days ago, the part that we were learning, he was talking about the hips. He says, the Mishnayot are in the hips, but the legs are what takes the person, walks him around, but the hips are what you put over the legs. So without the legs, we can't go anywhere. If we have a head is not enough. Head is very nice, but without the legs, we can't go anywhere. The legs are what's carrying the whole body. So the heels are very important. He was talking about dances, and we already did 2 dances. We did the Neged from Simchat Torah, and we did this one, which is also connected with Simchat Torah. We're going to do another one for Simchat Torah soon. So I want to tell some stories. One story is about the Rabbi Lipitzon Bedichev. He was always the Sanegoram Shel Yisrael. He was the advocate for Am Yisrael. So once the balance wasn't good, there were too many sins, and he couldn't get the scales to tip the other way. Then he brought the shoes that were worn out by dancing in Simchas Torah, and he put them on the scale, and look at that, everything turned into our favor. What's the story about that? So they say in Simchas Torah, we dance with the Sefer Torah's clothes. It's not because of the understanding. It's not the head. We dance with the Sefer Torah and we hug it. It's our connection through our whole body. It's the feet that do the main part in Simchas Torah. It's the feet that carry the whole body. And we dance. The dancing in Simchas Torah is very, very important. So he put the shoes that were worn out on Simchas Torah and it tipped the scale. Another story about shoes and about dancing in Simchas Torah is from the Baal Shem Tov and his daughter, Odel, whatever her name was. And there's 2 stories that jump into my memory. One of them is that she complained there was too much wine flowing around. There won't be any wine left for Kiddush and Havdalah. And she was a little upset about, Baal said, go ahead, tell them to stop dancing. So she went over to the room where they were dancing, and she saw a cloud of fire. She saw flame surrounding them while they were dancing. She went and brought them more wine by herself. Why is that? We spoke a little bit about the dance in Chassidut last week. We can add to that because of the heel today. Ekev Tishmeun. The Hasidim dance in a circle, and there's a lot of unity. There's a lot of Avat Yisrael in there. And, especially in Simchas Torah, there's fire. There's holy fire there. She saw the holy fire. She went and brought more wine by herself. Another story about Udel is that she didn't have a son. I don't know if she had daughters or not, but she was waiting for a long time to have a son. And in Simchas Torah, she saw that one of the Hasidim, one of the pupils of the Baal Shem Tov, his shoes got torn and he couldn't dance. He was sad. So she goes over, she says, what will you give me if I bring you a new pair of shoes? I mean, a used pair of shoes, but I'll bring you a pair of shoes. It was something very expensive those days. He says, what do you want? She says, I want a blessing for our son. So he did. He blessed her, and she brought him shoes. And that next year, her son was born. Maybe it was the Degel Machane Ephraim. I don't know which one, one of the sons. But she got a son for the shoes. So here, connection, another connection between the feet and the dancing and Simchas Torah. I want to do a slower song right now, what comes to my mind. You know, our body is built with a head and with a heart, the feet, of course. But the two main kingdoms is the seichel, the brain, and the heart, the feelings. And sometimes there's disconnection between them, and sometimes we put one of them higher than the other. But sometimes we have a problem learning or doing mitzvot, either because our heart is clogged up or our brain is clogged up. There's timtum hamoach and timtum halev. It could be that our brain doesn't function. We can't understand it. You know, it's like we're like stuffed up. Can't hop. So for that, the Rebbe explains, I don't know which Rebbe, if it was the Alter Rebbe or one of the Rebbe Rashav, whoever it is, there's a lesson I want to teach once, like go through what Rav Yitzchak Ginsburg taught. If the head is clogged up, you have to break down the obstacle. You know, you have to levatesh et atzmecha. You have to go down on yourself, and you have to work harder till you'll be able to, you know, with hard work, you'll be able to open up a little bit the channels. But what happens if your heart is clogged up? You know, timtum halev. Learning harder or working harder was not going to help. So the Rebbe says what's going to help is nigun. If you put a nigun, you can open up the heart. What does it connect with? First of all, there's a story that, you know, the Alter Rebbe, the Hasidim came and they complained they don't understand the Tanya. He says, well, to understand the Tanya, you need a nigun. You know, you need a nigun in order to understand the Tanya. We quoted last week, we'll quote it again from Rabbi Hillel of Parich, the Paritcher Rebbe. Actually, he was a chassid of the Mittler Rebbe and the Rebbe after. He wanted to be with a chassid of the Alter Rebbe, he couldn't meet him. And the Tzemach Tzedek, I think, said he had 2.5 pupils, 2.5 Hasidim. 2 Hasidim, it was the Rabbi Isaac Mehumel and Chana Ariel, who was the other one, I forgot. And the half Chassid was Rabbi Hillel Parich. Why? Because it was half a Rebbe and half a Chassid. There's so many stories about him. He could have been a Rebbe by himself. So Rabbi Hillel said that, you know, whoever has a good sense in music has a good sense in Chassidut. You can understand Chassidut if you understand music. And vice versa also. If you don't understand Nigun, you can't understand Chassidut. So that's one connection. The other connection is in our parsha. You see, in our parsha, you have a pasuk. I also have Shema Yisrael Ta'over Hayom. Listen, Yisrael passing the Yarden. We have Vayayim Shamoa. We have all kinds of things about listening. But then Hashem promises that He's going to take off. Umaltem et orlat levavchem. The orla, there's something that covers up the heart and doesn't let it feel, doesn't let it open. He's going to take it off. Umaltem et orlat levavchem ve'opechem lo takshuo. That's what He promises, says Hashem. So we want to pray for a left tahor brali elokim. We want to have a pure heart. I want to bring an old melody, maybe Tafshin Kaf Dalet, maybe 1960s, 1964, maybe this first time it came out. I thought it was a Stama Nigun, one of those, you know, that I grew up with, and I said, who knows what its origin is? I'm not going to sing it anymore. It's a nice Nigun, but it's probably, you know, some kind of pirche or something. Nothing wrong about pirche. But you want to do these deep nigunim from tzaddikim, and okay, so that's a nice song. Today I learned who composed it. So the person who composed this beautiful nigun that Abe Württemberg is singing it in Dveikus in the later 70s, whatever it was, or 67 or 70, I don't know when, but this is 1964 already. if I'm not mistaken. So it was composed by Shin Soloveitchik. Shin Soloveitchik is probably Shimon Soloveitchik, the son of the Soloveitchik Rebbe. So it's the son of the famous Rebbe of Soloveitchik. And he composed this beautiful nigun. So let's sing it. Who knows it? Can raise their hand or send a chat message. That the older ones remember this song. It used to be a schlager those days. So it's time that we bring it back. It was written by a tzaddik. Why not? You can really feel the plea in there about opening our heart and getting the right kind of heart. So that's also connected with our parsha. What else do we have? We have a lot of things to see here, seeing the earth opening its mouth, and we can hear it also. We have the story of Matan Torah. In Matan Torah, we hear the shofarot, and we see the sounds. So we're not going to go deep into that, because that's we do usually either on Shavuot or in Parashat Yitro. Such beautiful, beautiful psukim in this parasha. But let's do this nigun about the chasotzrot, מתכתב בחצוצרות, which connects us with Rosh Hashanah and with Matan Torah. Trumpets and shofara, and then we'll talk about shofar gadol. וביום שמחה nigun. If I'm not mistaken, this nigun is also counted as a nigun rikud. Dina, can you tell us which number this one is? ובiyom simchatchem. ובiyom simchatchem ובמועדיכם. Who's quicker? וביום שמחתכם ובמועדיכם ובראשי חודשיכם ותקתם בחצוצרות. Is it a התוועדות ניגון or is it a ריקוד ניגון? You know, the book is divided into all kinds of ניגונים, starting with the ניגונים of the רבים, ניגונים מסורתיים, and then ניגונים of Shabbos and Yom Tov, and then we have ניגוני התוועדות, and then ניגונים of yearning, ניגוני שמחה, and ניגונים of dance. That's like the categories in the book. But some of them could be both. You know, some of the nigunim for hitvaadut could definitely be a nigun of dance. And some of them, you know, of the simcha also. So we could do some more nigunim of dance, but I don't know if we have enough time. We'll see. Where is Uviyom Simchatchem Uvmoadeichem? I think it's not written as with its name. I think it's written as a nigun of simcha or a nigun of hitvaadut, of dance, and they put the words to it. Yam de ram bambi ram bamba ram bambi da da da. You didn't find it yet, Dina? I didn't find it either. Never mind. So, if we're talking about Matan Torah and talking about dance and talking about round, right after Matan Torah we have the story, which is also in a parsha, about Chet HaEgel. In Chet HaEgel we had dance, but not from the good kind. We had dances that we don't want to have in Beit HaMikdash. We can't see in Beit HaMikdash. We don't want to dance in chasanas with that either. It's the kind of music that is how do you call it? Gives power to the other side. Because the Yetzer Hara is having a lot of hana from that, you know, very, very lowly kind of dance. That's what Moshe saw. Here we are. Dina, you found it? No, you don't know. Okay, we'll find it next. Never mind. I think it's in the first book. The second. I'll look while talking. So then, when Moshe came down the mountain with the Luchot HaBrit, he saw, again sight, and he could hear, but he could say, he saw the Egel v'Mecholot. He saw them dancing around the golden calf, and he got so upset that he threw the Luchot HaBrit, and he broke them. וביום שמחתכם, קכ"ט, ניגון להתוועדות, 129. I found it. Okay, thank you, Hashem. He told me where it is. I don't know. I just opened up. So 129. So Moshe sees the Egel and the Mecholot. Mechol is around, dancing around the Egel. So that's why it's called Mechol, because of Halal, because it's round. The other thing is, the commentary is saying, I think it was Bechaye or whatever, that he says, when he saw the Mechol, which connects with Mechila, and we spoke about it last week, but we should speak about it again because it's in our parsha and we're talking about dancing and using the heels for praising Hashem. When Moshe saw that there is a chance of forgiveness, which is Mechol, Mechila, the same root, then he broke the tabernacles because he knows there's a chance. So we want to do good nigunim, not the bad ones. We want to do nigunim that we could dance in Beit HaMikdash. Let's open up some of the dance nigunim in the first book. And let's do a nigun for a dance. I'm keeping one of the best ones for end. Because today was Kaf Menachem Av, which was the yahrzeit of the Rebbe's father. And we have the nigun from him. So I want to do that, but not yet. Nigunei Simcha v'Rikud. So first Nigunei Shira. nigun simcha or nigun from Klimovich, but it doesn't come from Chabad. They sing it in many Chassiduyot. Many of the Chassiduyot that sing it. It's too low. Happy nigun. Any suggestions? I have more nigunim of dance here. Malkoti lachem bracha is also a nigun of dance. B'kol kana l'shaim agadea. If we talk about sound and we talk about hearing, if we speak about the Geula, there's a lot of things of sound that come into mind. We're going to hear Eliyahu Navi come and announce, Hine Hine Mashiach Ba, so we're going to hear him. We're also going to hear the shofar, Tkaba Shofar Gadol Lecherutenu. There's shofar is also part of the Geula. And there's a cute song that I translated this week from Yiddish into Hebrew, but I'm not going to sing it for you. It's too much Hebrew for the English part. I did it in the Hebrew part. You can listen to it in the recording later. Alaseh, like I said, was also a nigun, a dance nigun. 163 was Alaseh. We also have the famous nigun for we sing, you know, it's also one of the dances. Announcing Mashiach is coming on. Israel, have no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. Israel, have no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. the nigun that belongs to Rabbi Yitzchak, the Rebbe's father. It's called Rabbi Yitzchak's Nigun Akafot. And Rabbi Yitzchak said that he knows that they used to sing it by the Alter Rebbe on Simchas Torah. We used to dance it, sing and dance it for Simchas Torah. Is that? I don't remember. I don't know if it's here in the Sefer, in the first one, maybe it's in the second one. I also didn't write down what number. Maybe if Hashem will show us, maybe we'll find it here. Nigud, Sameach, Voken. No, I don't think it's here. So I don't know which volume it is and where it's counted. I realized there's another song in the Haftarah. The Haftarah also has a lot of places where it says, you should see and you should hear. And it says, look at Sarah, that was Mecholel Techem, that, Lecholel, we said it's connected with dance, but also Lecholel, like Lecholel Ayalot. She gave birth to all the nations. So Sarah Mecholel Techem, it's also an Haftarah. And there's a lot of beautiful psukim about hearing, Shim'u Elai Rodfei Tzedek, הביטו אל אברהם אביכם ואל שרה תחוללכם. כן, כי נחמה שם ציון. I'm sure there's a song about כי נחמה שם ציון, but I don't remember it. But the pasuk I'm talking about is a song that Avram Fried is singing. שאי סביב עינייך וראי. Raise your eyes and look around, so that all of them are coming back. בנייך מרחוק יבואו ובנותייך עצה תאמנה. Where is it? The second part. Where is it? I don't find it. Yeah, in the beginning. שאי סביב עינייך וראי כולם נקבצו ובאו לך. כן? בנייך מרחוק יבואו ובנותייך עצה תאמנה. Let's try and sing it. I'm going to get mixed up, I promise. And you can't sing and help me, so what can we do? I'll try and do my best. No. Here. שאי סביב עינייך וראי כולם But the main thing I forgot. Who composed this nigun? Hillel Pelei. Hillel Pelei composed this nigun, and I want to dedicate it for his daughter-in-law, speed recovery. She got very badly injured in the bus accident last week, Thursday night, and there was a plea from Rabbi Hillel Pelei to pray for his daughter-in-law, Batsheva Bat Chaya Sarah. Bat Sarah Chaya, I think. Batsheva Bat Sarah Chaya, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be for her. So I'm singing it even though I don't know it, but it's in the Haftarah, and it's our topic, and it should be for her refuah shlema. So the second. How does it go on? How does it go, the words? Up and you'll sing it yourself because you need Avram Free to sing it nicely so we can sing with him. But yeah, it should be refuah shlema for Batsheva Bat Sarah Chaya. And let's do some more nigunim for dancing towards Mashiach. So Dina, you said that you found the nigun? 185? 185. 185. Nigun lakafot, Rebbe Levi, right? It's not the dance nigunim; it's the nigunim of our forefathers, right? Nigun lakafot Rebbe Levi is 185. Thank you, Dina. So, which song do you want now? Here, you have a chance. You can ask what you want. They're connected with hearing, or seeing, or dancing for Mashiach. We should have our whole. Yeah, Aviva, what do you want to ask for?
Do you know the song On a Wagon Bound for Market?
Again?
On a Wagon Bound for Market. It was originally a Yiddish song. On a wagon bound for market lay a calf with a mournful eye.
Okay. Maybe.
I think it's a little bit slower.
But is this song this one you want?
I think so.
Great.
On a wagon.
Good. Okay, so now you close the microphone and I can sing it. Okay. other bakashot? Or we'll go to some regular...
Shabbos and Yontif Nigan, 77 and 78.
77 and 78. Okay, let's see what they are. Okay, we'll start with 78 because it's like slower, deeper. It's attributed to Rabbi Hillel Taich. Let's get it a little higher. Out of time, so I'm not going to do it twice. It's a beautiful, beautiful nigun. Who asked for it? I didn't see who raised their hand to ask for it. Let us know. Now the nigun Ein Zayin 77 is Shabbos and Yontif nigun. They say that the Frierdiker Rebbe used to sing with this Eshet Chayil. Shofar Mashiach. We should see the Geulah here. We should dance using our heels and our whole body. And we'll see you with Hashem next week. Litraot.
Wait, is it possible to play just one more?
Which one?
If you like, let's say a few weeks ago, you said there's the ones from Yom Kippur that get you into Shamayim.
Yeah, but
The holiest
let's do
one.
it next week already because I think it's long enough, and I think we have to finish here. So remember it, and you can ask for it in the group. Come join our group also, and then we can send it there. So I'm saying goodbye here now. Litraot. See you next week. See you today in Beit HaMikdash.